Welcome back to another episode of Do It Prove It. Today we're gonna replace these blades and we're gonna hook this back up. So this is a wind turbine generator. We're actually gonna get some 12 volts power from it, and then we're gonna convert the 12 to 120 volts. So let me just get set up. I'm gonna take this down, remove the blades, and then I'm gonna show you guys what we're gonna install on that one. So let me just get to it. Boom. So this is what we're dealing with. I already opened it. This is a brand new turbine, but I'm not ready to install it as yet. So we got the manual as always, the controller, and a couple of blades. Well, actually 5 blades, the tools and all the hardware. But this is going to be installed maybe when I replace the blades for the other one. So I'm just going to use the blades off this and put it on the other one. So let's get to the assembly and all of that stuff. So this is what we're dealing with. I actually had this turbine for a very long time, probably 5 years, but I think last year I storm blast and actually blew it on the ground. So 2 of the blades broken. So we're gonna use the blades off of this new one and replace them, and then we're gonna install this new one at a later date. So dealing with electricity is a dangerous thing. Do not attempt unless you are fully aware of what you're doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. I have my certificate in electrical installation, so please do not attempt unless you know what you're doing. So I'm gonna get the blades off and we're just gonna switch everything over. Then I'm gonna show you guys how to connect, and you're on your way from 12 volts. Well, this is pushing more than 12 volts. Actually, this is pushing AC at the moment, and then the little controller rectifier is gonna turn it into DC power, and then I'll explain as I'll go along. I'm just gonna start removing stuff. We're actually gonna try and hold on to these. So yeah, we're gonna remove all of these, then we're gonna install the new ones. Okay, so that is off, and man, this was going through a rough patch. So now that is off. We're gonna, oh my, it's so heavy. We're gonna add the new blades, but we're gonna have to use a few hardware from this, like the screws. Set those aside. We're gonna need the cone or the nose, and we're definitely gonna need this. So before I go any further, I gotta make sure that fits. It's looking good. We got to try and find the nut. I think the nut is inside. Maybe I'll use this new nut, or probably use the old one, and then that's it from there. Home sweet home. I'm gonna start installing the new blades, and then we're gonna add it, put a little bit of grease, and then it's back to flying or spinning and producing some power. And of course you're gonna need a multimeter of some sort, but that is just for a little bit later. And This is all the hardware. We're gonna add these. We don't want this for. These are not gonna be used. There's another one. Yep. This is actually to clamp it to the post, but that is not gonna be used. So let's just put these back inside this bag. And we're gonna take our time and install the blades onto this. So that is pretty much it. So you guys are gonna get to see this in action. Okay, so let me just set that there for us. And before we go any further, I want to send shout outs to a couple of my subscribers: Kyle De Silva, Jamali's Vlog, Omar Pixel Racing, Kenai D, Dejante Leslie. And I think that is going to be it for now. So shout outs to you guys. I'm gonna continue installing the blades, then we're gonna slap that right onto this, and it's gonna be awesome. So that is gonna fit, and black and green, because we actually broke, well, not me, the weather system actually broke 2 of my blades. So let's get back to installing these. So we're on the final blade. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel as yet, feel free to do so. You guys can also follow us on Instagram and on TikTok. I'll put the names in the description. You guys can check that out if you're interested in being a part of the Do It Prove It family on Instagram and TikTok. Let's get these tighten. And you don't want to over tight, but you know you want to give them a good torque. Okay, so now that is finished, we're just gonna set this out of the way for a while, and then you guys can see everything is all ready to go. I'm just gonna give this a little clean up, add some grease to it. It's all greased and everything. These are basically the same, so I'm just gonna use back the old hardware, and then we're gonna just put it on, and then we gotta install the nose, or well, it is the nose, so we're gonna install the nose after we finish all of that stuff. So I guess it's time to actually set this up right, and from here you're basically gonna rest that on, but you got to make sure you have these are just little tension washers. You set that on, then from here you're just gonna set this, just set it back, and you're gonna use the Allen key or the hex key. If I can find it, we're gonna look for it. So let me find my hex key, and then we're gonna screw that on, and then we're gonna go anti-clockwise. Okay, nice. So that is on, and so far it's looking good. One little problem though, but that's still no problem, because I think with the other one there was a hole, a pre-existing hole. I kind of want to just drill back, but then this is gonna actually clip to the edge of of that. So I think I'm just gonna leave it as that, and that is just gonna be it. Or I'm just gonna re-drill this hole and install back this. That way it is gonna hold the nose basically in place. So I think I'm gonna just put a hole back in this and then reattach everything. I got the hole. It is gonna clip, but actually I just want to make sure, you know, as the breeze, it's not gonna blow off or anything like that. Maybe not the right tool, but it's not gonna do too tight. It's just to hold it in place, and then okay, man. So it's all set. It's looking pretty slick, and it's actually time to get it up onto that, which is gonna be a bit challenging, but hey, I'm gonna figure it out. I think we're actually ready to try and put it up. So let's go. And it's just me, so it is going to be a bit difficult. Not very, very difficult, but just a little bit. Okay, so it's up, man. So we got rope wire to pretty much hold it in place, and it's spinning, but we haven't connect anything to it as yet, so it's just there, free spinning. We're gonna leave it, let it kind of like, you know, get adjusted and all of that stuff. It took me a while to actually stable it. It's not fully stable, but it is doing well. I'm gonna have to remove a couple of bamboo, but that's okay. Most importantly, it's up, and I can guarantee you, if you go right now and touch that, man, you're gonna get shocked. So in the meantime, I'm gonna install a junction box. So that was all I did. Install a little junction box, and it is spinning pretty fast now. Maybe we can try and take a reading, and hopefully you guys will get to see. We know it's working, so that's good. All right, we're on the way. So like I said, do not attempt this sort of stuff. I mean, like, if you're not qualified to do so. So we're gonna go pretty much block to block, white to white. I'm just checking to see if it's spinning. It's not, so we're good. So yeah, and this doesn't have to be a waterproof box, it doesn't, but you can do it. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna add just a protective casing over it, or a plate, a blank plate, and that's pretty much it. That's it. It's finished. It's not spinning. So guys, it took us almost the entire evening to get it all set up. It is spinning pretty nicely. It's not connected to the controller as yet, so we're gonna leave it overnight, let it spin, and tomorrow I'll get back to the connection. So that's gonna be in another video, and you guys can check that out. I'll put the link in the description to that video. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Do It Prove It. So there you have it, wind turbine setup, and it's ready to go. The other blades on, well, the original blades on that one actually broke, so I just swapped out, and that was just about it. If you guys really wanna support the channel, head over to Vincent Merch, check out our cool Do It Prove It merchandise, all provided by Vincent Merch. Link will be in the description, and I'll catch you guys in another episode of Do It Prove It, or when we're doing the connections. So until then, take care.